welcome to another exciting episode of Drizzly's low-key Valheim server, Clash of the Titans. So, once upon a time, I got harassed by an abomination, ran up the hill to get away from it, and got cornered by a troll, and decided to get them to fight each other. So, I know, I love that jump. So, I brought the troll down to the abomination. The abomination was walking away, which we need to get the two together if they're going to fight each other for it. So that arrow actually made contact and got the abomination coming back. But we had to bring the troll back to the abomination. So I'm missing a lot of shots with my bow, but that shot brings him back again, as he was running off to chase some deer or graydwarves or something like that. And then this move brought the troll down into his aggro range. There's still a lot of things harassing me at this point, as you can see, but that slowed them down enough that and the shaman just healed everything. So he's healing the trolls back up to 100%. He's healing everything right up until the point, boom, the abomination smashes him with his abdominal smash. Right. So, troll was at 100% health at that point. The abomination probably about 70%. And I'm more concerned about the abomination than the troll. So I think I'll help the troll out, and oops, I'll accidentally set the troll on fire, because with friends like Drizzly, who needs enemies? Question mark. So it's a very, very close fight, but they seem to be pretty preoccupied, so I'm going to move some. I'm not going in the water to make these shots because leeches, but I'm going to go up on the far side. I think I got a better angle up here. So what it actually comes down to in this case was I was helping the troll with fire arrows, but it all comes down to a very, very close fight down to the speed of the attack. You notice their health is both really, really low. The fire is, of course, taking some health off of it, but they were both, one of them was going to die here. And the troll wound up taking out the abomination. But wasting no time in deciding to let me know that the troll didn't like me, throwing a rock at me. So, pick up your loot and go back and we got some roots for some root armor. We got some troll hide. Always good to have a spare set. So next, I was being chased down the mountainside by a stone golem, and using all my arrows that weren't doing hardly any damage to it. And then I noticed that a draugr that came up from the swamp did like 60 damage to it. So I decided to bring him down to the swamp, and in the process, the stone golem encountered a abomination. And so I thought this would be another epic fight for the Clash of the Titans. But it was actually a very short fight. I was more harassed by other little things. And just look at the amount of damage the abomination is doing to the golem. It's incredible, actually. And there, the fight's over. The abomination's barely hurt. So, but my fire arrows are effective on abominations. Not so much on stone golems. I don't know when the last time you tried to light a stone on fire, but anyway, a fire arrow does not do it. So I decided I would get the abomination. So, but with fire arrows, it's still slow. I thought I'd go up here and start a fire, because this was a new swamp, and I don't know where any flame geysers are to lead him to. So that maybe I go up here and start a fire. The sun is starting to get low, and nobody likes to be out in the swamp at night. I mean, nobody I know anyway likes to be out in the swamp at night. So I'm I'm gonna harass him and then go up on the mountain and start a fire, and then realize there's more daylight than needed. Look at all that loot from the Golem down there. So use the terrain to your advantage. Situational awareness is actually really important. You can get them to have to go around things. It can be real helpful for the fight. So see there, well, right under his little foot, came up around behind him, and he's turning around and coming back at me. He's a little slower than a troll. Let's go get that loot, because we don't have any crystals yet, so now we can make a crystal battle axe if we want it, which I don't. I'm not a two-handed weapon kind of guy usually. Anyway, fire arrows for the win to wrap this up, and I think we probably could speed that up. But anyway, this shot, you couldn't see the Abomination, but you could see the reaction of the fire dots on him. So we still hit him even though he wasn't being rendered. He was out of render range. So draugr, that's what I brought the Golem that I could not kill down here for, but they stayed out of the fight. Abomination finished the job. I don't know where that draugr went. I think he comes back later. But he was wounded, but he went away. So always remember, if you're having trouble with something, that the creatures from another biome will usually fight each other. The Black Forest creatures fight the swamp creatures. The swamp creatures fight the meadows, and the Black Forest creatures. The swamp creatures fight the mountain creatures. Mountain creatures fight the swamp creatures, and they all fight the plains creatures as well. So if you have situational awareness and you know where you are, you'll be able to defeat the things by sowing chaos and making them fight each other. Right? So fight smart, don't fight hard. Right? You can. And again, this is another prime example of situational awareness. He's running away to smash a deer over there. And I'm trying to kill him, so I'm trying to get his attention. And I have, but there's a deer over there that he wants to kill or something. Abominations hate everything except for undead, so kind of like some friends of mine. Anyway, here he changed directions and is coming around behind me. That's a situational awareness thing. If I had kept running straight, I'd run into who knows what. So I looped around, but looped around away from him. Right? This is important because it keeps me from running into him and keeps me from running into other things that make my life more complicated. So the goal here now is to keep him coming towards me instead of running off, because it may not look like it the way I run away, but I'm actually the hunter here. Right? So he's running off again, and we're going to try, and there he goes, looping around again, right? He's turning around, I decided I'm going to get a shot off, and he decides he's going to come and squish me. But we've got him on the ropes. He's almost dead, right? And just, again, stamina management is important, right? If you notice, the bow, of course, is using stamina, but I wouldn't be able to jump through these logs if I ran out of stamina. He turned around there because I jumped over a log. And then he turned back around.
Oh, fuck.
He turned back around when I came back over the log. That bought me a little extra time. So anyway, that's it for Clash of the Titans. Winner is Abomination in both battles, and thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to trick the mobs into fighting each other. It really, really is a useful strategy. Have a good day. Thanks for liking, subscribing, etc. And see you next time.